Hi Carl, this is Jerry Bramlett. I'm about to start the engine for the final running test of your fuel injection system. That's your unit and distributor sitting on my test engine, and right now it's stone cold. Now this 4520 system has a unique cold enrichment system to work the fast idle cam. It's the only fuel injection system that GM put out that doesn't have a very rich mixture when the engine first starts up. It doesn't keep the enrichment lever over on the power stop for the first 30 seconds or so like all the rest of the cold enrichment systems. It allows it to come immediately over to the economy stop. So when I start it up, you're going to hear it rev up on fast idle, and then you'll hear it kind of slow down a little bit, and it might even die the first time. That's because that enrichment lever is going immediately over to the economy stop. This is just a strange characteristic of the 4520 system. The fix is to put on a later cold enrichment system, but then that doesn't look stock and nobody wants that. So when you go to start it up, you'll hear it slow down after it initially starts, and it might even die. But then you start it the second time and it'll keep running. Okay, let's get going. This unit doesn't have a crank and signal valve. It's got a starting solenoid that opens a bypass around the fuel meter. So when you go to start it cold, you open the throttle, leave your foot off the accelerator pedal, and then just turn the key. When the fuel bowl is full and the pressure at the inlet fitting builds up to 4.5 psi, then gasoline will go around the fuel meter directly to the spider and out the nozzle. I've set the fast idle speed at 1800 RPM on my engine, and you may have to adjust that little tab that sticks up and hits the fast idle cam to make it 1800 RPM on your engine. Just then it moved down to a slightly slower step on the fast idle cam. It'll come completely off the cam the next time I open the throttle. Just like on your other unit, you don't have to wait until it's fully warmed up to drive off. Just head out. Okay, there's a normal warm idle speed of about 800 RPM. Since you already know a lot about fuel injection, I'm going to try not to bore you during this DVD. I'm going to try to think of unusual things to tell you about. Well, I'm struggling here. The advance on this distributor, the initial advance, should be set at 8 degrees. Of course, I do want you to check the position of the timing mark on the harmonic balancer to make sure it's properly coordinated with the scale on the engine before you set that 8-degree advance. quite warmed up yet, so I'm going to let it run for a little while longer. You already know the valve latch settings for the Duntoff cam. It is important that you drive your 57 unit quite often. They have much closer tolerances than the later units. It's real easy to gum one up. So when you do take it out for a drive, it helps to drive the car hard. At least once on every joyride, you ought to floor it. Let it run up to about 5,000 RPM, even if it's just in first gear. That's the only time you're making significant pressure with the gear pump at high RPM. So do drive it hard. It's good for the unit. Do drive it frequently. Now, if you let it sit for more than, say, 3-4 weeks, that's too long. All that final repair I did to stop the leaking on the side of the fuel bowl worked out great. I just put a little sealer beneath the fuel bowl cover on that one corner. Evidently that's the only place it was warped. I do still warranty my work for 12 months, and that's after your startup. And I do want you to call me first if you ever have any problems, either during the installation or afterward. Just keep my phone number in the car along with your spare drive cable, and call me up if you ever have any questions. I'd be glad to help you no matter when it is. And thank you for your business. I sure do appreciate it. Bye-bye.